Yo, what's up, brothers? Hey, I'm sure we all had hobbies. Everybody got hobbies. For me, I've always been somewhat of a collector. At a young age, I collected baseball, football cards. As I got older, I started collecting, you know, tennis shoes. And that was one of my favorite things to do in high school. I would go to work, get a check, buy a pair of shoes. And even up until a couple years ago, this has been one of my hobbies. But this is something I noticed a long time ago. Maybe say around 2012, you saw a shift in the market. It went from, them putting out retros, original colorway retros, to, they would slap whatever they want to on it. They would come out with an original colorway retro and just redo it a little bit. And over the past 7, 8 years, I just see the same recurring pattern. I want y'all to realize, certain powers that be notice trends like this, okay? They notice trends like this. They suck you in by using your favorite athlete, favorite celebrity, okay, to get you to waste your money on frivolous shit. You know, there's nothing wrong with investing. There's nothing wrong with, thinking ahead. But if you think about it, the only shoes that are really worth a whole lot are the originals. The original threes, the original twos, the original ones. All right, those are worth thousands. Their value skyrockets. All right, I'm gonna show you why.
A large-scale smuggling bust the feds seized 300.
And these Jordan 11s right here, you can tell they're fake just by the ankle cut of them. The cut of the ankle from where the tongue is to the back heel tab should be damn near parallel. Okay.
Thousand pairs of fake sneakers that were headed into the tri-state. The group allegedly
This month, a group of Chinese smugglers were arrested trying to bring 300,000 counterfeit Nike sneakers, worth about $73 million, into New Jersey.
The sneakers would then be taken to locations in Brooklyn and Queens, where they would sell for about $190 a pair.
The 42 containers of sneakers came from China. It hasn't been determined what city they came from, but in China, everyone knows that Putian is the city of fakes.
What's up, Reddit? So it's Chan, and today we are at C4 Factory.
One counterfeit seller was willing to give us a rare look at his operation.
A one and only pair of C4 frozen yellow with gum soles.
Let's see. I want y'all to know where the game really changed that recently. The recent change in the game was these shoes right here, these Yeezys, because back in the day, you could spot a fake. You could spot a fake easily. You could just look at the materials and you can just to look at the stitching and the way that it's constructed and put together. You can tell that, if somebody wear it over and over, a couple months later, that shoe's gonna be, you can look at the sole of it, that motherfucker worn down, okay? But these Yeezys, these shoes, they're so simplistic, how are you gonna be able to tell whether they fake or not? And if you call somebody out on it, you hating, okay? Just because they spent $800 on them, it's real to them. You see what I'm saying? But what you gonna learn in this video, you see what I'm saying? Some of these fakes, they come from the same exact factories that the real ones come from, okay?
Made at the factory today. Alright, come on in. So,
What are we looking at here?
well, this is pretty much our base of operation. You can call it an office. It's basically just an apartment unit. You need a large space to put your shoes and organize them and sort them out before you ship them away.
So what do we got here? I see we got.
And I can't even be mad at them for being in this game, okay? I can't be mad at them for being in this game because if people is naive enough to fall for it and pay damn near the same price you would pay for the real ones for the fake ones, why not? All right, it's like this shoe here. If you know anything about the cost for it, you know that it's a Pantone it's a Pantone shoe, meaning it's all one color. You can look at this right off the bat. You can look at this. All right, you can tell that it's 3, 4, 5 different colors of grays on this bitch. All right.
Balenciaga's here.
Yeah, these are Balenciaga replicas. So
Okay.
lately, these
Chan wasn't always in the fake sneaker business. He used to be a med school student in the UK. While looking for a pair of rare shoes,
And that's another thing too with these, these Balenciaga Triple S and you know all of this shit. That's where it gets tricky at because you don't really have, if you say you order a pair of these, you don't really have anything to compare them to. You don't have, other than something on YouTube, you don't have anybody to say, those are fake. You know what I'm saying? Because people ain't even into it like that. The few of us that are into it, you know what I'm saying? We into it because of the creativity of this stuff. We into it because of the ingenuity and what they put into these shoes, not just the look of the shoe itself, but that's what's been lost in the art of the game, bro. People ain't creative no more. It's a handful of people that's out here doing creative stuff. Virgil Abloh, all right, Fear of God, Don C, Kanye, okay. But if you want something like that, you know what I'm saying? Every one of them, you want one of them shoes, it's got a comma in it, and the price tag, it's got a comma in it. You got to pay for that. All right. You want the creativity, you want the creative stuff, you got to pay for that. All right.
he found fake pairs online and realized they were all coming from the same place. Eventually,
You hear that?
he decided to get in on the business himself. Because this is all part of a black market, he wanted to wear a mask during the interview.
they call the
Want to wear a mask. And this video is from a couple years ago. Yeah, 2018. So I just want y'all to know this is not, these masks and shit, this is nothing new. For people in China, these people wear this stuff. They've been wearing these masks for years. Okay? So when you don't just think that nothing is happenstance, man. Nothing is happenstance. That's the point of this channel, to get you to realize these patterns in life, man. It's like, if you know somebody that goes to a casino, or somebody that goes to a casino all the time, and they don't necessarily tell you how much they losing, because to them it's irrelevant because they know it's a pattern. Just like the stock market. You know what I'm saying? I don't deal in stock markets just for the simple fact that it's up and down, and it's controlled by a few handful of people. So, you know what I'm saying? So just like a casino, there's an algorithm to it. There's people that win at casinos over and over and over just off slot machines and stuff because they recognize patterns. They know when to go all in. Okay? Same thing in life. You gotta sit back and observe. Then you gotta wait on your chance to go all in. You can't just go all in because you need to. You can't just go all in because you're down at the time. All right.
It's the dad shoes. So
Dad shoes.
yeah, dad shoes. It looks like something your father would wear
Definitely.
years ago.
What do these run USD if they're real?
I believe they cost somewhere around 800.
And what do you sell these for?
We sell them normally at about $120 US.
Shoes like Balenciagas, Yeezys, and Jordans aren't just expensive. They're also usually extremely limited. If you're desperate, you could buy from a reseller, but that's even more expensive. So for some people who just gotta have the latest pair, the best option is to buy fakes.
Reddit is a good source of information for us to keep ourselves updated on what the customers wants.
So in 2016, while Chan was still in med school, he started his own business selling fakes, or what he calls high-quality replicas. Pretty soon, he was moving up to 120 pairs of shoes a day, which on average brought in over $100,000 a month. He hired a few employees to do the dirty work, but eventually, he moved to Putian himself to be closer to the action. How common is this kind of work in Putian?
This is a very major industry. It forms pretty much the backbone of the local city economy.
As soon as the sun sets, the bikes come out. Each pair is picked up by a courier at the factory, and then taken to a middleman, who packs it up and gets it ready for shipping, right there in the middle of the street. At any given moment, there are thousands of fake shoes flooding intersections and back alleys. This isn't a coincidence. Nike and Adidas have both had official factories in Putian since the 1980s. which means that it's pretty easy to find the same materials
So you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They got these fake factories right next to the real ones. They got, you know what I'm saying? I watched one where they making sunglasses and stuff in the same exact factory. All right, these name brands, these high quality designer brands and stuff, they don't mean shit no more, man. Okay, look around you, man. Look, look around you, bro. When this kingdom falls, and it's gonna fall one way or the other, from the inside or from the out, it's gonna fall. Okay, all them tennis shoes you got ain't gonna be worth nothing. Okay, I still got tennis shoes. I collect. I still got some in my collection. I sold most of it, but the ones that, you know what I'm saying, that resonate with me, those are the ones I'll hold on to. Not because they worth a lot, just because I like them. But at the end of the day, you guys sit here and think, all right, if I got 10 Jordans that I could sell, 10 pairs of Jordans I could sell on eBay at $100 a piece, being that they're used, all right, I got $1,000 right there. So you got to look at it. There's a way out. All right.
and the same employees that you find in a legit factory. Some stores operate in plain sight, logos and all, and police look the other way, usually.
Supreme is another one. Supreme is the wave now. Well, it's the Supreme wave is done, because, you know what I'm saying, people taking the Supreme and throwing Dragon Ball Z on it, and you know what I'm saying, everything. Back in the day, Supreme was the shit. Supreme built their shit because it was a skateboard brand, but whenever they would drop something, only a select few would know about it. So when they would make a drop, they would let, you know what I'm saying, the top skateboarders, the top rappers and stuff, they would have them be one of the few people to get it, and they would make it so they would produce so few of them that it would drive the demand up. Therefore, the price went up, because people around, they like, man, I want that. I want that. How you get that? Okay, that's where these fakes come in. Okay, so I want y'all to realize these real companies and these fake companies is in bed together. Okay, we're gonna drive the market up by saying there's limited quantity of it, and then we're gonna flood the market and give the people what they want.
Nah, these just came out very recently.
Really?
Yeah, they dropped about a few weeks ago. What we have here is a replica of the Off-White Converse.
How do you have a replica of these made if these just came out?
If you want to truly
Like I just told you, bro, you not listening to this man? Stupid ass question is that? They're made in the same factory.
make something that is very close to the original, you need a pair of the original shoes in order to cut it up and fully deconstruct.
So given that they just came out and you need a pair of the original to make the fake, how is it that the real and the fake come out at the same time? Okay?
People manage to procure a sample of the original